Kids, Professor Thomas here, RRS video. Workout on YouTube, rule spanker for the reading section. It's the 2K system. In this video, we're going to do a review. We'll talk about the tools. I'll walk you through the passage, and then you'll go ahead, pause the video here, answer the questions. The answers are going to be on a hard copy, so you'll have to come on back up to one of the Genius clocks to take a look at the answers. So let's get started. Quick review. First thing that we want to do is we want to convert over from Genius mapping to speed mapping. We need to get that Genius map done in less than 30 to 45 seconds. Get in there and get out. That means we're going to get a contextual view of the passage in general. Go into paragraph 1, circle some phrases that will give you an idea of the main noun and verb. Then go to the next paragraph and try and relate it back together. Circle, circle, circle. There's no more underlining, kids. We need to get in and get out. Circle groups of words that are relatable. Then at the very end, just think about positive or negative, good stinky rule. No need to put plus or minus next to each topic sentence. We don't have time. Second thing we're going to do is step number 2, preview the questions. We're going to go on in and we are going to look at all the questions in that passage and put a circle around the number of the question that's a mystery question. Once you circle the number, boom, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and underline some keywords that you feel are very unique, very specific to the passage. You don't want to circle super general words because you're going to have to look all over the place. However, some words that are capitalized will pop off the page easier. So remember, when you're looking for keywords, look for very unique words or capitalized words because they pop off the paper. After the preview, we'll go in and we're going to do what's called the line reference bump. You're going to go ahead and look at all the line reference questions, pick one, we'll do that line reference question, whatever one you want to choose, and then think about, when you go to the paragraph, think about the words that we underline for mystery. So for example, if I went to line 54, and in line 54, I was looking for black cell phone from problem number 19, and I will come into line 54, and I see it's on line 57, I would simply underline our keyword from the mystery question preview, answer the line reference question, and then bump into that mystery question and answer it since we're in the same paragraph. Makes sense to answer questions in the same paragraph because the more you do, the more you understand the paragraph and how it's related. So that is the line reference bump. Make sure you keep that in mind. Do the line reference questions, but think about your mystery question words, and when you're answering the line reference question, hopefully we'll bump into a couple of them. Then what we'll do, step number 4, is we'll go into the mystery questions after we've finished all the line reference questions. What we'll do here is try and snapshot for capitalized words or numbers if you see any. If you don't see any caps or numbers, you can bear claw, take your fingers and just scratch them down the page looking for that keyword, or finger scan left to right. Now keep in mind, bear clawing is vertical and finger scanning is horizontal. Once we finish the mystery questions, we will save the big picture questions for the end. The reason we do that is the questions will give you, the correct answers will give you a better feel for the big picture of the whole essay. So big picture questions done at the end. That's a quick review of the 2K system. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to come over here and take a look at the tools. Here are the tools that we need to use, and I want you to use these tools on every question. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to do what's called scratch for flags. When you have a line reference question, in the line, it's going to tell you to go to the line. So go to the line. And then what we want to do is go to the top of the paragraph and just simply scratch to see if there's any flag flip-floppers in there. If there are, even if it's not in the line that's in question, please go ahead and put a square or box around that word. Okay? Then go back and start answering the questions. Keep in mind that you want to look at the topic sentence, so preview the topic sentence because that will help you understand the detail. Use the good stinky rule, and keep in mind that if you have a flag flip-flopper in there, that means the good stinky rule will flip. So that is going to be used in conjunction with the flags. Good stinky rule and flags go together, kids. So remember, when you are answering questions, preview, scratch the paragraph that you're in, look at the topic sentence, and then start working your way down. Kids, let's go ahead and get started here. The first thing we're going to do is a speed map. I'll time it for you. We'll have 45 seconds. So just listen for me. I will call out the time every 15 seconds. Get that map done in 45 seconds. Ready? Begin. "15 seconds. "30 seconds. "45 seconds and stop." Kids, we just need a basic overview of this passage. If you come over here into paragraph number 1, you're going to see that this passage is about Polynesian migration. When we come back over here into the next paragraph, voyaging, the Polynesians are migrating and they're voyaging. They're doing that in canoes and paddling. They're visiting different islands. We come over here, they're voyaging, not easy because it's a canoe. We come over here, it's a long voyage, that's probably not very easy, and keeping track of their position probably so they don't get lost. Boom! That's it. That's all you need for your preview. That is the umbrella of context that we will need for over our head. Step number 1, we are going to have a speed map. Number 2, we're going to preview the questions. In this particular part of the essay, we are going to just try and find mystery questions. Look over here, line reference, line reference. We come back over here. We're looking just for mystery questions. We come over here. We see that 13 is a mystery question. European explorers. European is the noun. Explorers is kind of what they're doing. Boom, boom, boom. We get out of there. Europeans is capitalized. Line reference. Line reference. Here is 16. I put a circle around that one. 2,000 miles. It is a number. We come over here and take a look. Line reference, line reference. Here, it's a not question. We're asked about Polynesian voyagers, okay? So that is our mystery question. And then problem 20 is a line reference. Boom. Preview your questions. Those are the words that we're looking for. Step number 2, preview your mystery questions. Get out of there. It should take you literally about that long. Step number 3, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to do this and pause the video. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to come over here and start with the line reference questions, okay? So when we're doing the line reference questions, we are going to come over here and see the first line reference question that we can start with is going to be problem number 11, okay? 11 is a line reference question, and so we'll go simply to line 11, problem line 13 to 15, 14, and as we're going through, we want to think about the keywords that we circled and underlined, all right? So we've got 3 questions. When we go to line 13, you're looking for European explorers, the number 2,000 miles, or you're looking for Polynesian voyagers. Go ahead and start working on this question. Keep in mind, as you go to that particular area, lines 13 through 14, let's do these rules. Scratch. That means come over here into line 13 and 14, scratch the paragraph, and look for flag flip-floppers, but yet, however. The second thing that we're going to do after you look in there, and if there's stuff in there, we're going to go ahead and circle it. Go ahead and quickly preview the topic sentence. So here is the lines that are in question. Scratch, then read the topic sentence. Okay? The good stinky rule as you're answering the question, if this line is positive, then the answer would be positive. Okay, if you found a flag flip-flopper inside that paragraph, then the good stinky rule would go ahead and be the opposite. Go ahead and pause the video here We'll come on back and work on the next question next. So work on problem number 11. Kids, after you have answered problem number 11, you should have previewed your topic sentence, scratched in here, and tried to bump. Did I just say the word bump? Yes. So when I was answering the question over here, in this particular paragraph, I looked at the topic sentence up here, and I came across the word Europeans down here. The word while is a flag flip-flopper that tells us the answer is there. We did a line reference bump. If you didn't see that and answer this question here, which deals with Europeans, do you remember that's one of the words down over here that we were looking for? It's problem number 13. If you didn't see that, go ahead and answer problem 13 now and pause the video. Once you answered problem number 13 over here, which is the second question, which is a bump, we would go on to the next line reference question down over here. It's problem number 12. So problem number 12 asks us about line 12. Go to line 12 once again. Scratch. We see that we have the word while here, and we've read the topic sentence already. We're working on the same paragraph. Go ahead, answer this question. Pause the video here. Kids, by now you should have answered problems number 11, 13, and 12, kind of in that order. The next question that we'll do is problem number 14. So let's go ahead and cross these out that we've done. The next question is problem 14. Here is a line reference question dealing with the same paragraph. Wow, we're getting 4 questions done in one single paragraph. So in problem 14, it asks us about these lines here. The same thing. Kids, this is the area you see we have our flag flip-flopper. Pay attention and use the good stinky rule here and look at your topic sentence. Go ahead, answer problem number 14 now. Pause the video here. Now we have all the questions done up to 14. Let's attack problem 15. 15, it's lines 18 through 33. Remember the tools. When you come over here, we are in a new paragraph. So what we want to do is we want to scratch for flags. Look for but yet, however, although, for instance, moreover. Also look at the topic sentence. If you do find a flag in the passage, we're going to use the good stinky rule. If they're asking you to evaluate a sentence, don't be shy about using the good stinky rule. The sentence is either going to be positive or negative. Go ahead, pause the video here and do problem 15. Once you've answered problem number 15, I see that problem 16 is a mystery question, and I'm looking for the word or the key thing here, which is 2,000 miles. I didn't find it yet, so I'm going to skip that and hopefully bump into it a little bit later. The next thing I did is I went over to problem 17. I went to this line reference question, 47 through 53. I'm keeping in mind I'm looking for Polynesian voyagers and 2,000 miles as I'm in this paragraph. Remember, when you're in that paragraph, we're going to go ahead, we're in a new paragraph, scratch for flag flip-flopper is in that paragraph, look at the topic sentence, and then use your good stinky rule. Go ahead, pause the video here as you're working on 17. To the next question, once you've answered 17, it's 18. It's a line reference dealing with line 52. And take a look at this. We're going to use some stuff from English, kids. We're looking at the phrase make sport of. Okay? The word after here is of the wind. If you look in the passage, of is Mr. Chung's belt buckle necklace. It's a throwback word. So of the wind is more information about the sport. Use the good stinky rule. Take a look at your answer choices and answer problem number 18. Pause the video here. On to the next question. It's problem number 20, another line reference question. And we need to go to line 53 to 54. When you come over here to line 53 and 54, you're going to see something very unique here. You see that lines 53 and 54 is down here at the very bottom of the passage here. This is called the bell tower. The bell tower tells us, would you ever cut that information off the bottom and separate a paragraph? You see there's extra information. You see there's some space here. Why not take this paragraph and kind of move it down a little bit? Why would you ever separate that? That's very common on ACT. The path of least resistance says that most kids will read down over here but never look up here. So the first thing that you should do whenever you see a small mini section of a cut off paragraph here is always look back over here. Once again, what we're going to do is we're going to scratch that whole paragraph for flag flip-floppers, but yet, however, although, look at the topic sentence and use the good stinky rule. Go ahead, pause the video here to answer problem 20. On to the next question, kids. So we've got problem 20 done. We've got 18 done. We still have 2 questions left. Let's go over here and attack problem number 16. Problem 16 is a mystery question looking for 2000. Go back over here to your passage if you haven't already bumped into this and quickly look real fast with your eyes to see if the numbers pop off the page, 2000. Go ahead and snapshot for that word, keyword 2000, its numbers, then answer this question. Pause the video here and do that now. Once you've answered problem 16, we have 1 question left, and the reason we're answering problem number 19 last is because it's a not problem. It's a question that we're going to have to look all over in the passage for. So we know that we have the noun here, which is Polynesians, and voyagers is what they're doing. They're voyaging around. So when you come over here into the passage, you're going to have to underline Polynesians and voyagers all over in the passages everywhere you go. So the first thing, find those 2 words, underline them, underline them, underline them, underline them. Okay? Once you do that, you have to keep in mind that this is a mystery question, and the mystery question formula is 8 plus 2 equals 10. Locate plus reword equals the answer. The hard part of a mystery question is finding the right area. You kids, I have seen it in the one-on-one sessions. You kids are trying to force the answer in an area that you cannot do. So once you find the right area, the answer is going to fall in your lap. Underline all those areas where we find them, and then look back in the passage and look back in the answers and start crossing stuff out. Remember, don't force this answer. Pause the video here, and we'll come on back with a final wrap-up. Kids, now that we have all the 10 questions done, keep in mind a quick overview of what you're doing. Whenever you go and find a keyword or find a line, always go ahead and scratch that paragraph for flags. The second thing that we want to do is we want to always just quickly look at the topic sentence to get an understanding of what the heck is going on. Details will always support the topic sentence. If you do see flags inside that paragraph, you know that we're going to have the word but here, and they ask us about this line. Up here is positive, so down here would have to be negative. So keep that in mind. A good stinky rule in conjunction with flags. Also, if you're just trying to evaluate this sentence here in line 24, you could go ahead and label that positive or negative, and the answers will have to emulate that. You'll be able to at least knock out one of those choices. Now, go ahead and finish off this video here. We're going to correct the answers by simply going up to the Genius Clock and getting the answer key for the medical kit RRS. Thanks for watching. Bye for now, kids.